But I don't want to pound my list. I don't want to email people too often. I don't want to email so much. Do you ever have those discussions in your head, or have you ever heard anybody say that? One of the biggest things that people face when they're learning how to write copy for email is timidity and fear around emailing too much. And in this video, we're going to talk about why that is absolutely not the attitude to take if you want to build an online empire for your products and services. That's coming right up. Hey there, this is Anthony Metivier from Branding You Academy. If you're new here and to our style of teaching online marketing and product creation, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon for when we do our live streams, and you can join us to talk about everything related to email marketing and product creation and really what it takes to bring together all the multiple platforms like Amazon and online course delivery platforms like Udemy and YouTube and your podcast and so forth, so that you're generating a lot of traffic to your website and then communicating with that traffic correctly so that you're moving them towards working with you with whatever you got that you're offering them. And we know at Branding You Academy that you've got something great and we want to help you get it out there. But one of the biggest things that people face is being afraid to email their list. And why is this a problem? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One of which is that your people don't know you if you don't speak to them frequently enough. You need to make a number of impressions in many, many cases. I'm now at a event with Dean Jackson for doing some marketing breakthroughs, and one of the huge things here that he talks about is 15% of people will buy in the very near future, but about 85% will buy later. But of course, neither of those groups are going to buy if they haven't had enough time to get used to your voice, get used to your name, and just because they opted into your email list doesn't mean they're familiar with you. So if you're timid about emailing too often, then you need to really think about, are you just letting that fear turn you into something that's forgotten? And I can't tell you the amount of times that I open up my email and I see emails from people that I can't remember who they are, and I'm a memory expert, right? And it's just that they don't email often enough. And yet I've never complained when I bought a product from someone who solved a huge problem and opened up an email and I knew who it was and I really wanted to hear from them, because they always have great information, they always have great entertaining emails that are engaging and things to do. And some of the best, they email every single day. And that can be an individual entrepreneur, or it could be Amazon. And no one I know of ever complains that Amazon emails every day. There's so many great things on Amazon that, I would never know about if they weren't emailing so frequently. So you really have to think about that in terms of, are you making enough impressions? And are the impressions that you make useful and entertaining? And then the other thing that you have to understand is that every message that you send out into the world is not only designed to bring some people closer to you, but it's also meant to filter out some people and move them away. It's been called repulsion marketing, which sounds a bit negative and so forth, but it's just healthy for you to filter out the people who have absolutely no interest in what you're saying and how you're saying it, even if they initially were interested enough to opt in. So when you look into things like deliverability rates and the spam filters and so forth, if you have a bunch of people who aren't opening your emails and they really aren't engaged with them when they do, they're not clicking links and so forth, well, you're just telling all the spam filters and the powers that be in the world of email that people don't appreciate the emails that you're putting out there, and you're just going to get to spam. So it's better to filter them out by emailing what you might think of as too much, in order to make sure that the people who are there on your list are actually being engaged, or they are actively unsubscribing themselves, because you don't want the powers that be like Google and other spam filter programs to make that decision for you. So that's another reason. The final reason that I'll mention for today is that emailing frequently is an amazing way to get to know the people that you serve. And so when I first got into my first business, I emailed every day for a year. And it was kind of something I had to wrap my head around. I saw other people doing it, and one of the strongest arguments is that if you would just do this, you will start a conversation that will teach you everything you need to know about the people you want to serve. And it'll teach you so much about your own topic, because if you're just running out of things to say and so forth, you'll stretch, you'll find those things. And one of the things that you can do, if that's just a little bit too over the top for you, is just write to your email list every day, even if you don't send it. But get into the habit of writing every day a message to your audience. Another benefit of doing this is that you can take all those emails, and I have done this many, many times. I dip into the pool of those emails that I wrote for it every day for a year. It was actually over a year. Turn it into podcast episodes, turn it into video scripts, turn it into sometimes expand it into chapters of books or little mini courses and so forth. There's so much value in there. And then to go back to the stories, the questions, people start asking questions because you're out there answering things in advance, and then it opens up ideas in their minds that then gives you ideas that you didn't have before. And so you then have essentially more things to talk about, not just in your email program that you send out through to your subscribers, but on your blog, on your YouTube channel, on your podcast, and in your products themselves. And they are guided and informed by your audience. So it's really, really important. And even if you're not emailing every day, just by going through that process of writing every day, you'll still be opening your own perspective by stretching a little and getting in there and really digging deep into all the angles. But I highly, highly recommend that you email frequently, if not every day, at least for a year, just to really get to know the people that you want to serve. So I hope that helped you out to think about how to write copy for your email list and how to do it vigorously. And there's a lot of ins and outs in terms of making it entertaining, and it's just a skill that you practice and you develop a little bit of what Jonathan Rivera talks about. He calls it swagger, and I always loved that. It's like a bit of attitude, like be the kind of person who has the guts to email every single day. And what would that character be like? What would that personality be like that's so devoted to helping people out there that you've got that much to say? Like, it's a demonstration of not only your expertise, but your passion, your drive, and your consistency, the kinds of things that you want your ideal customer to have and for them to know that you have. So give this some thought, give it some practice, even if you don't start emailing right away, and really, really give it its due, because it is so valuable if you get into it. And if you like this content, hit the thumbs up, get subscribed if you're not already subscribed to this channel, and let us know in the comments down below your thoughts about emailing every day, emailing frequently, emailing infrequently. There's no right or wrong answer, and we want to hear what you have to think, what you have to say about that, and what you think about it, because there are many, many perspectives that can be opened, and you'll open your own perspective by writing in the comments below if you choose to do so. And of course, you can always join us at brandingu.academy anytime, and we'd love to see you over there. We've got a great crew in the Branding You forum, and right now we have a really, really incredible contest to get a seat at the next Genius Network mastermind group with Joe Polish. So if you're interested in that, make sure you also visit brandingu.academy/win. That's all for today. Hit that thumbs up, get subscribed if you're not already, and until we have a chance to speak again, keep building that online empire and email every day. You'll love it if you do.